Good evening, vampires, werewolves, and all other nocturnal beings. Welcome to Tiddies By Night, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play run entirely by creatures of marginalized genders and presented by Tabletop Tiddies. My name is Kelly, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your storyteller for tonight. But before we get into the episode, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and how Canada has and continues to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and we acknowledge that this episode is being recorded on the stolen lands of the Secwepemc, Semiahmoo, Katzie, Kwantlen, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Coast Salish First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonization and support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website at tabletoptiddies.com/resources. On that note, I am joined by the investigators of the Occult and Unusual.
Hey, it's me first. Hi, my name is Emily Matchette. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Imogen White, the Salubri, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Hey everyone, I'm Charlene Bear. I go by Char. My pronouns are she, they, and I play Octavia Miller. The Tremere, whose pronouns are she, her.
Do I have to change the overlay now?
Da da da!
Wait, what?
Good evening.
Jesus.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. My name is Rachel Theilade. My pronouns are she, her. And I am playing Evelyn Stormloft, the Nosferatu, whose pronouns are also she, her.
And today we are joined by a very special guest.
Yay!
Hello! My name is Sara Mayfield. My pronouns are she, her, and today I will be playing Wright, whose pronouns are it, and it's a Nosferatu.
This is a perfect...
Sounded like you said rot.
Rot.
Rat. Like the
Rot.
animal.
Yeah.
Vermin.
There's a hype train going on now. This is
Thank you
perfect
for the
timing
hype
before we
train.
get into it. Wow.
Heck
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Hype.
Hype.
It's really
hype.
funny because I had kept this secret about being an assistant to vampire hunters for so long, like in my past as Octavia. And yet on our website this entire time it said that my name is Octavia Miller. And I just couldn't get Emily to change it because I was like, oh no, then
You
it
know
wouldn't
what?
show.
I think I noticed that it was different. I might have changed it.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I mean-
'Cause I was like, I think I was just like, oh, I bet that she just like because
That was a mistake.
my character name changed like 17 times. No, it says Octavia Miller on the website. Just kidding.
Yours was like something White Claw, I remember.
Oh, I was Allison Whiteclaw for the longest. Fun fact.
Good times.
All
Good
right.
times.
The white stuck. It's still. I just took the claw off.
There, I changed Octavia's name on the overlay.
Yay! My secret identity is revealed.
Oh. Someone else has to talk now. It's not my turn
We're
yet.
doing Sirenscape, which helps us make the stream more atmospheric by using music sounds, and it helps us have our sires in our ears and yours. You can use it too. It's free at Sirenscape.com.
And this evening we are doing a special Twitch shout out for our friends over at Vorpal Tales. Vorpal Tales started as a group of super awesome friends for life who wanted an excuse to play tabletop RPGs on a regular basis, but it soon became much more than that. Vorpal Tales offers a trip through the looking glass into worlds of awesome adventures and terrifying tales. Just about every system finds its home with them. Their passion extends beyond live plays and includes supplement publishing, freelance tabletop RPG writing, demoing Kickstarters, weekly podcasts, and so much more. Vorpal Tales is made up of many backgrounds, cultures, orientations, and individuals who love to take a personal interest in the well-being of their society. They love to give back and not only donate to charity, but champion other communities who share their ideals. Go check them out and meet some of the amazing humans that make up Vorpal Tales. You can find them over on their Twitch at twitch.tv/VorpalTales, their YouTube at youtube.com/c/Vorpal Tales, or on their website at vorpaltales.com. Definitely check them out.
All right. Previously on Tiddies by Night. In the wake of their trip to the Shadowlands, the Coterie found themselves in Evelyn's dungeon with Imogen taken out of commission. Elsewhere, we learned that Florence, Imogen's aunt, had been staying in London for the last few months, watching the IOU's activities. Through a combination of vampiric disciplines, well-placed favors, and an arcane ability to stay undetected, she managed to keep her presence unknown. It was time, however, for her to step in and bring Imogen back from the brink. Her and the coterie then spent weeks leading up to Christmas catching up, learning more about Marguerite, and revealing secrets about themselves. Evelyn took the time to investigate Spring-Heel Jack, who Marguerite revealed was not a real person, and instead was a cover for heinous murders around the city. It was revealed that her old sire had a deal with the Giovanni and used the rumors of Spring-Heel Jack to get closer to Evelyn. Octavia admitted that she used to work for a group of Inquisitors, a group that had been hunting Florence for centuries. Octavia used her premonition abilities to discover the whereabouts of the man known as Benjamin Bradley, now in possession of Marguerite's doll. Everyone exchanged presents, and Imogen invited them all to Christmas Mass. It was there that Florence realized her time there was limited, as two Inquisitors recognized her in the crowd. She made an escape into the catacombs, but not before they all made short work of her pursuers, leaving a pair of bloody bodies in the basement of the church on Christmas.
You act like you weren't the one to set it all up.
There was always an option to run.
There isn't.
Well, you know. So just a heads up, this episode's going to be experimental. So the gang their plan is to go
excited.
Get the doll from the Inquisitors. And we're going to kind of do this almost like Blades in the Dark / Ocean's 11 style, where we're going to start the crew basically at the front door. And throughout the episode, we're going to jump back and sort of like figure out how they had planned to do this. It's going to be chaotic. I don't know if it's going to work. It'll probably be fun. But at the end of the day, something will definitely happen, and we'll have said that it was, done. Is everybody ready then? With that in mind.
Ready.
No, but also yes.
Perfect. So we're actually going to start just outside of the Inquisitor hideout. It is New Year's Eve, and we see a 5-story brownstone apartment building in the Islington district. On one side is a cobblestone pathway leading down an alley of various shops and homes, all of which are closed at this time of night. On the other side is a small apothecary. There are several trees grown in this block, but they currently do not have leaves, so it's easy to spot things through them. It's very well lit with gas lamps lining the street and the moon bouncing off the snow. You all sit in a small apartment across the wide road. The owner is long gone, and Rat has been squatting here. Evelyn's gang was able to find this spot after receiving the general location from Octavia's information. Over this period of time, you are now all residing within this apartment, and you have a clear view across the street at this headquarters that you know to belong to Benjamin Bradley and his squad of Inquisitors. You may discuss amongst yourselves.
I think starting out, the first thing in this house is it looks surprisingly clean, but I feel like it doesn't smell clean.
No, not at all.
No, just horrible.
Oh, no.
Like,
Just
where
atrocious.
are the rotting bodies at this point? Just like
Rat has been like rolling and decomposing like corpses, and then just like barrel rolling across the floor to like fully make this place musky.
It's like a dog that's like, ooh, a dead thing. I gotta roll in it.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
living its best life.
love that for you.
I'm poking around to try to find what's smelling so that I can clean it. But I'm not trying to be too obvious about it. I'm just kind of looking around while we're talking.
It's just kind of everything.
Okay,
Like no,
well,
there's
never
no
mind
one
then.
like location of scent. It's a emanation of scent. And you would all know that basically tonight is the night that you have to make the move. With Florence's arrival and speedy retreat, the Inquisition has sort of been ramping up a bit on whatever it is they plan on doing. And your you're sure that this is the perfect night to attack and do whatever it is that you're doing.
Night's the night. Everybody feeling prepared?
I'm thinking we
Imogen
may...
nods because
Perhaps we might need a little bit of an ace up our sleeve. I'll be right back. And I go outside.
May I inquire what your plan is?
where are you going?
Just gone.
I kind of quickly follow. I'm like, I'd like to be informed.
Storyteller, I don't know how we're doing this Ocean's 11-ness, but I want to cash in my life boon of the Lees to
All
get
right.
them to help us have a distraction.
In that case, we are going to do our first flashback. And it is not, in fact, you going to walk outside, unless you're
Okay,
going to dramatically relieve.
No, I don't really need to leave. I just wanted to be able to get the Lees.
Yeah.
So we are going to flash back to a couple nights ago with a rendezvous between Octavia and Melinda Lee. And we see...
Don't tell her about me. Don't tell her about me. Tell her I'm not involved in this job.
Okay.
Tell her, if she thinks, like, literally low-key, I feel like Evelyn would have told you before going to visit her, being like, if she thinks I'm involved, there is a risk she tries to fuck us over.
You would know, considering the Lees are trying to get in good with the Camarilla, that cashing in a life boon is, like, all rivalries aside, you have to do exactly what the life boon dictates. Because if you decide to fuck them over when they when they cash in a life boon, then the prince and the Camarilla will never trust you.
Okay.
So yes,
Before we jump into this
But then
flashback,
maybe actually tell them I'm involved. Definitely tell them I'm involved.
I just wanted to say, do we want to take a second? I think Emily's crackly for me.
Oh, yeah. I
This
heard
would be
it
like a
little
good
bit.
time to like pause and get
Okay.
that fixed and then come back.
we'll try to test it. We'll
Right
try
in
to
time
fix
for
it.
the flashback.
Burp.
Burp.
Yarby.
I've been working on my Steve cosplay, and I found the perfect piece to finish it off at the costume shop. They have wigs, costumes, contacts, and they even have a cosplay section on their website for people just like me. Head on over to thecostumeshop.com/?REF tabletop tiddies to get started. That's TheCostumeShop.com, spelled ye old way. Make sure to use the code Tabletop Tiddies with double D's to get yourself $10 off at checkout. Maybe I should make a Imogen White cosplay next.
Create a sweeter day in a traditional way with Wabanaki maple syrup. Long before sugar came with the fur trade, the indigenous peoples of the First Nations harvested the savory sap from the maple trees of Canada. The tales of this savory sap with a sweet and woody flavor traveled the world, and so came the name maple syrup. The tradition was passed from generation to generation, and as the maple moon rose each spring, the harvest of nature's rich tree sap began. Today,
All right, we're all fixed. We're all good. Everything's good.
Woohoo!
So yes, we are in the park near the IOU, and we see Octavia and Prophet sitting on a bench, and Melinda sort of walks over and like dusts off the snow on the bench and sits down and says, "Yes, I was informed that you were looking for me."
Yes, I do believe I'm in great need of your services, and I thought, what a good thing that I have a nice deal already made with you. Your life boon. I would love to cash it in.
Yes, I'm so glad that I'm so glad that Olive and I decided to give those to you.
Yes, she really was free and heavy-handed with giving them out, wasn't she?
She seemed to be quite fond of your friends. Regardless, whatever it is that you need, we are at your beck and call.
Yes, better to be using it now than having it hanging over your heads.
Of course.
In a few days, or a few nights, there will be a very important occurrence happening somewhere in the city. And I need that occurrence to be caused by you.
This is incredibly vague, my dear.
Yes, indeed. I do enjoy your creativity. You and Olive are very bright-minded. I'm sure you'll think of something. But what I need is something, well, you're used to it, a little bit of masquerade confusion. Something to draw the attention of the Inquisition. Something big enough that many of them must leave their current situation and attend to this grave disaster, or perhaps a party. I don't know. It's up to you.
Trying to tie up a few loose ends, then.
You or me?
You.
Ah, well, I mean, could be, could not be. But no, yes, I am being very clear on that. What the goal is of this boon is to be that you draw as many Inquisitors as you can, as far away from insert city name here that I totally know what it is.
All right. I think I know just the thing. And just to be clear, this is you cashing in your boon.
Yes, that's right.
All right. So we only have 2 more to worry about. Perfect.
Now, quick out of character moment. Does anyone have anything else specifics that we should say? I don't want it to be like a genie situation where like we get fucked because of the wording that I used. So, although we do know that they are supposed to be doing what we want.
Yeah, it's a life boon.
Yeah.
It's not like a casual boon where they're just gonna
Like, oh, you said this, so I only did this. No, it's like I feel like your wording was pretty decent. Being like, we need the Inquisition to be away from where they are residing.
Okay. So something that calls their attention away quite quickly, and something that calls most of them, if not all. Bonus points if you get them all.
Excellent. I will do everything that I can. And I say this with no mixed words. When it comes to the Inquisitors, our goals are very much in line, and I do wish you and your coterie the best of luck. But if you don't mind, I do not like being seen in the park, so I will make my exit now.
Oh, do have a pleasant evening. And Octavia's gonna like reach down and try and find a stick and like toss it so that Prophet will like run and chase. And as he runs, the camera cuts back to all of us in the house.
And as just as we had seen Prophet running through the park, those of you who are keeping vigil on the apartment see a sudden rush of activity coming from within inside, and you see the door to the apartment slam open, and about 9 heavily equipped, leather-clad Inquisitors are rushing down the street, and they call back to someone who seems to be guarding the front door as they rush down the street far away from the district that you are currently residing in. Give me who would be currently standing vigil?
If there are no other vamps around, I would say maybe me with my heightened senses on.
All right. So give me a wits and awareness plus the extra for your heightened senses.
All right. See, I feel like that's just an extra 3. Hold up. I upped things, so a pause. Okay. Let's so many dice. 1 hunger dice.
Dice. That's true. Did we need to rouse today?
Yes, thank you.
I already did. I failed. I was just waiting for you to ask.
I also failed. I got a 4.
All right. In that case, while Imogen is rolling, we're going to play the sire for Octavia. What, I guess you all reset.
I'm
so
at
you're
2,
2
yeah.
hunger? All right. In that case.
Tisk, tisk. Your failures are never ending, Octavia. Perhaps I could do a better job.
I don't know. I felt like I did a pretty good job getting the Lees to help us. But... All right, Vanessa.
Thank you for that.
I can never please you, Nora Ibrahim.
Never. And you failed as well, Evelyn?
Yes.
You hear in your mind, is this all because of some doll, Evelyn? I do not recommend you go into the hornet's nest. Find someone on the street, gorge yourself, and lay low.
I just brush my hair aside a little bit to like brush him off. I'm like, get out of here.
What did you get, Rat?
Oh, yes, I suppose I should also rouse.
Everyone in chat can also rouse
I
by doing
remembered how
exclamation
to-
point rouse.
Whoa, that's so cool. I love technology.
Sarah, if you have trouble using the sheet, you could do it in chat.
How do I, what is it again? I'm rolling a d10, and then if I get over something.
6 or above is a success.
Okay, I successed.
Nice.
Yay.
Also, I don't know how to turn the sound off on Roll20, so I'm just gonna close it. All right, Imogen, roll your wits and awareness.
I used a willpower as well, and I only got 4 successes.
I mean, that's good. As the crowd is sort of like rushing out of the apartment, you're sort of like scoping them out, and you see leading the charge is a man that Octavia had told you to look out for, based on descriptions that she had heard and sort of like being around him and whatnot. You recognize sort of leading the cause is Benjamin Bradley, the head of this Inquisitor gang. It seems that whatever Melinda and Olive had done has attracted his ire. And we're going to, for a moment, cut back into that park as we see Melinda turn around and look back at Octavia and say, "Now, your little friend, do you wish for us to kill him?"
Benjamin.
Yes, that would be his name.
Sure.
And without a word, you hear her footsteps in the snow walking away.
I'm sure Imogen will appreciate that. It's like a telltale game. Imogen will remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely Florence will.
Yeah. So yeah, you now know that at least 9 of the Inquisitors are now no longer in that apartment. You're not too sure how many are, but that's where we're at. What are the rest of you doing?
I pass on all that knowledge as well.
Cool.
But
Then I believe it is time for us to move. Time is of the essence. We don't know how long they will be gone. Hopefully they'll be gone permanently. But we can't count on that.
that's how she laughed.
Imogen, are you alright?
That was Emily, 100%. That was not Imogen at all.
Cool.
So who all is going in?
I'm going to stay behind.
Nice.
I think probably me, probably Rat, and I don't know if I have maybe a couple of my lackeys hiding out somewhere, perhaps.
Cool.
Some of the stronger ones, not my little boy. Not
William.
Not my little goblin boy. He scouts out and tells me where to go and gets info for me. Somebody who can actually fight. Maybe Bee Lady. What's her name? Tatiana?
Tanita.
Tanita. There we go. Tatiana. Whatever.
Tatiana.
I don't even remember my own people's names. All right, that's how many people I'm working with here.
Tanita would
yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
You could also do Amber, who's technically a ghoul, but is like kind of scrappy.
Yeah, I'll take Amber.
All right.
Cool.
I will say that before we go up to the front, I think flashback. Rat's been cleaning itself so that it doesn't smell and won't give away position.
Nice.
And now, as Rat's like walking up to the front door, it's super uncomfortable wearing like normal pants and a shirt that is vaguely resembling clean with its like 5 hairs like combed over in a semi-presentable form.
Oh my god.
I do like the idea that we wear more clothes, but it's still like not enough clothes for like fucking snow.
No.
No.
It's still vastly underdressed and definitely not presentable, but it's not dirty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Imogen, are you standing by as sort of lookout?
Yeah, I think I'd probably stay back with Lookout because I can compel and mesmerize if anyone comes back or anything like that.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. As Rat and Evelyn are crossing the street and you approach this apartment building, each of you give me a wits and awareness.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
The sort of street itself has those like trees that are grown along the sidewalk. But again, they're like, they don't have leaves right now. So it's sort of like spindly and snow covered.
Cool.
I got
What is a pass?
I got 5 successes because I got 2 10s.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's above a 6, right? Or a 6
6
and
or above. Yeah.
6 or above. All right, so I got 3 successes.
Nice. You, Rat, sort of spot the 2 other Nosferatu friends slinking around the back, sort of like keeping watch. And Evelyn, you notice a few things. You notice as you approach, they're trying to sort of cover it, but all of the windows on the facade of this building seem to have like bars installed onto them. And you see the person who is sitting watch that Imogen had seen when the door opens. You can sort of spot through one of the like side windows on the door is just sort of like sitting on a bench with a rifle at the ready. It seems that they were originally playing the part of like doorman or something in case someone walks by, but this late at night they've sort of dropped the facade of trying to look like a normal place.
Right.
Hey, Rachel,
Yeah.
do you want to pretend to be drunks and stumble into this house?
I'm tempted. I feel like perhaps I want to flash back and see if I can find a secret entrance that's not the front door.
Yes.
Sure thing.
And if that fails,
yeah.
And then if that fails, if there is no extra way else in, then we can cause a distraction or something. And
think,
yes, but let's try to do that first.
Let's
couple
find,
earlier
like, a service
nights.
passageway.
Yeah.
I'll say Rat will also like peruse the underground and see if there's any kind of like a drainage port underneath the building.
So we're going to start with Evelyn. Evelyn, you and Tanita are standing atop the building that Rat has been sort of residing in for the last couple days. And Tanita's belly is like not bulbous and like wiggling right now. And you know this is because she has expelled all of the flying creatures within her.
Must have the bees. Where are the bees, Tanita?
They'll be back. They'll be back soon. They are looking for a way in that isn't covered.
You've sent the bees. Very clever.
And I'm going to roll a investigation and
Okay,
intelligence for her.
I did not know
swarm.
she sent the bees. I just thought she let them go. And I'm like, why would you let the bees go? The bees are great.
I just imagine you showed up and you're like, "Where are the bees?
Where are the bees? Yeah.
Where are the bees?" After a few moments, you hear just the of all these like coalescing like flies and bees and stuff sort of just landing on her, and like she's ingesting them as she's like trying to communicate with them.
She's like, yes, very good. Thank you.
And she says,
The roof, Mom. There's an entrance on the roof. There's a door in the back, less guarded. The front seems to be the most garden location. If we went through the roof or the back, we might be able to sneak in unnoticed. Well, maybe not me. The buzzing, you know.
Very good.
Rat, you sort of are like slinking around the sewers underneath this district, trying to find any way of getting in. And I'm going to need an investigation and intelligence from you as well.
Perfect. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And that is not great. That is 2 successes.
2 successes?
Yeah.
You... You notice that this building is actually older than a lot of the buildings around it, and doesn't directly connect up to the sewer. You're having trouble finding any location that's like either underneath it or like leads into any sort of like drainage system around the building, which does tell you that as far as you know, there's no sewer escape path, which all could be handy, but
Yeah.
that's the information that you have gleaned. And we're going to cut back to the two of you sort of standing in front of the apartment now with that information.
I think perhaps 2 of us that want to go through the roof, and then the other 2 go through the back. That way, if either of us get caught, we're not all in the same place.
We can meet in the middle. They can meet. We can meet. It's a middle meeting.
And Tanita,
Yes,
do not
Mom.
be afraid to use your little friends as a distraction.
Of
Since
course.
you did mention they would give you away.
I shall wait until the last possible moment before you are spotted. We don't want them to know that we are here.
Exactly.
And she sort of like slinks into the shadows in the alleyway with like the shops and whatnot.
All right, so I think Rat and I will go through the roof. We both have Soaring Leap, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, let's do that.
All
Sweet.
right.
Let's go.
You are both. I'm going to have you. You can easily jump to the top of the roof, but I'm going to need a dexterity and stealth to try to do it in such a way that is not immediately
Loud?
audible.
Oh, I'm fine. Okay.
Because you might. Yeah, I think we just upgraded Rat's dex and
yeah.
stealth. So
Rat is fucking loaded.
Okay, hold up. That's 2 10s already, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. How's that?
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting caught today, my dudes.
God damn, I only
Knock
got
on wood, knock
6.
on wood, knock on wood.
Yeah, I did knock on wood, but
just like parkour, like you're like leaping up and like grabbing to some of the windowsills, and like both of you basically in unison, just like crisscrossing, manage to
Love
make
it.
it to the Imogen. You barely can see them as they're just like these 2 shadows moving up
Heck
the
yeah.
side of the building.
on top of that, as soon as I get to the roof and we're about to go in, I would like to arouse and activate Unseen Passage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
All right, both of you give me a rouse.
We passed.
Nice.
We did not pass.
Oh no! Rat Frenzy's in the middle of the heist.
You gain 1 hunger,
my
and you
God.
hear in the back of your mind,
Rat, this is none of your business. Evelyn has brought you here to die. Get out of here.
Yeah. Try to die before they do really work, so we're just here anyways, alright? Fuck off.
and you're sort of on the roof now. It's got one of those like boob-shaped towers with like the windows around it, and there's a there's a door sort of built into the side that would kind of go on to like a mezzanine sort of area.
Right.
Octavian, Imogen.
Hello there.
Octavia, you had said that you were going to put the bloodstones on, I think, before we went live?
Yeah. I would want to have everybody. I can have up to 4 because it goes with my resolve.
Okay.
And I think it would be good that everybody has one that they can use for whatever they want.
Okay. So are you going to give it to each of the 4 that are going in, or are you going to give one to Imogen, one to you, and basically everyone on the screen right now?
Yeah, the main cast, if you will.
Yeah.
Ghouls don't get shit.
And,
Wow.
what do
But
you...
what if they need it though?
Well, then they're fine.
What if you need it? What if you get kidnapped? I need to know where you are.
I feel like Tanita's got this. She's got bees.
Yeah. Bees.
She's got bees.
What do you, like, how do you sense the bloodstones? What does it feel like for you?
It's very much like the needle of a compass. Oh my god, I have a compass. Damn it. And it was one of my other necklaces and I wore my spider one today.
Damn
it. But I'll say that I actually have a compass that is attuned to all of my bloodstones that are currently active, and they each have like a different ringing sound or like a dinging sound depending on what direction
Maybe just
I'm
like a different
facing.
needle.
I can't see.
Oh, fuck.
Gotta be auditory clues.
I forgot for a second.
And you were like tuned in to be able to hear these different ringing noises.
Yes, they aren't like loud, but I can hear them.
Cool. Then yeah, you can hear the ones that you and Imogen are holding like pretty loudly compared to Evelyn and Rat, and you can sort of like hear that they are moving further away. Imogen, as you are
Hello.
standing up there or sitting by the window, you see Rat and Amber sort of like sneak around the side, and then suddenly like jump into the shadows more. And you see coming down the alleyway with the shops appears to be another Inquisitor sort of doing the rounds, scouting them out. It doesn't appear that Rat or Tanita, I think I said Rat, Tanita and Amber, it doesn't seem that they've been noticed yet.
I'm like across the street, right?
Yeah. You're like the sniper scoping everything out.
Can I like throw a rock down the street in the other direction?
Sure.
Just to try to get them to go the other way?
I'm gonna make you roll Dex and Stealth. Again, I don't need you to roll to throw a rock, but just to see if they notice that the rock came from a window with someone watching them.
Yeah. Like, who's this
That's
child?
not a lot of dice.
Who's this lady throwing rocks at me?
It's not gonna be a high difficulty because it's like, who hears a rock and then it's like, which window did that come from?
Yeah.
One
object.
success.
Nice.
Out of 3.
So you throw it and like your hand sort of hits the window a little bit when you do it, and you like
I duck.
you duck, and when you come back up, you don't see the Inquisitor anymore. Their like route seems to have been interrupted, either for good or bad.
You hit
I
them in
look
the head and they
down though to
passed
see
out.
if I look down to see if they're coming into the building I'm in though.
You
fair.
do not see them coming down into the building.
Well, we tried, fam. Nice knowing you.
But they're not following their route anymore, which is good. Evelyn,
Yay.
Evelyn and Rat, you now stand in front of this this door. The roof seems to be empty. It's not like an access roof or anything like that. It's literally like one of those pointed roofs a bit, and it doesn't seem like this is a place where people really gather.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's go in quietly. We open the door quietly.
It is.
We are both unseen passaging.
It is locked.
I would like to unlock it.
All right. That will be a Dex and subterfuge. I think we said it was. I always get
Was
the.
it?
Which one do you have the
subterfuge, or would
most
it be-
points?
I
in?
don't have. It would have been either. I think it's larceny, wouldn't it be?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dex and larceny. One less dice than I was rolling before, which is still a lot.
It's almost like you were designed to be a burglar.
Yeah, crime.
Four
Four
successes.
successes.
I am.
You don't. Our heater is freaking out. You don't really have a problem unlocking the lock. It's like a pretty simple lock with one of those like generic keys that you would slot in. And as you slide it open, in a flash, you see what appears to be a steel, almost like cage wall slides down from the ceiling. With
traps.
Several spikes attached to it. And I'm gonna need you to try to dodge if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I would very much like to not get hit by I'm assuming they're probably silver.
I mean, silver doesn't really affect vampires.
Doesn't really matter? Okay, well, it's just...
Dex-
Wood would be bad.
Dex and athletics.
Dex and what?
Athletics.
Wow, it's the same amount of dice. Holy moly.
Whoa.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Jesus. Yeah, no problem. You see this, like, it's almost like a steel, again, like the side of a cage falls down in front of you, and you, like, dive out the back as all of this, like, wall of spikes tries to impale you from within the door.
Now, would anybody have heard that?
Unfortunately, attached to the chain that's sort of hanging it up are a bunch of these, like, noise makers that go ding, 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 ding.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Christ.
Well, Tanita's bees didn't do a very good job at scoping that out.
I mean,
Back
I feel
door?
like we have one or two choices that are going to come up here, or maybe the bees have created enough of a distraction
I
downstairs.
don't know if that's happening yet. So
The bees.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
Yeah.
hear screams because people being attacked by bees, so I assume we can go and use the back door.
Yes, let's.
All right.
Let's go to the back door.
All right.
Door!
You hear, like, shouting coming from within the building and, like, stomps of boots on stairs.
Going upstairs? Okay, cool. Let's go downstairs.
And you, like...
Quick, we've made a distraction. Fuck yeah, bud.
I have a quick question. As we're going down, are we noticing that every single window in this building does have these bars?
Yes. It seems that this entire, like, apartment has been converted into a headquarters. And one of the events that had happened when this happened to them a few years ago is that a bunch of the vampires broke in through the windows. And they have
Idiots.
They have learned from their mistakes. Evelyn, you are definitely noticing a level of security that is almost responsive to how you guys massacred them back in the day.
Damn it.
And you sort of like
Right.
you land in like near the back door, and it's sort of this like open common area, and you see like frozen clothes hanging across the courtyard, and you see Tanita like sneaking through the shadows up to you and says, "What was that? I heard something."
Yes, they have learned their lesson from last time I dealt with them. They have set traps.
We must be careful then.
Yes. Well, we have one more secret entrance that's not the back door, or not the front door, I mean, so let's try it.
Are we bringing the bee lady? Bee person?
Let's see if we can get the
Just
door
asking a
open
question.
first.
Just kind of
One step at a time, right?
Alright, yeah.
Let's try to open this door quietly and see if there's another trap, because I'd be fucking pissed if there was. Can I look and see if I see any traps, like anything that would trigger anything on this?
Do we want to just flash back to us perching on a wall and then seeing if there
Well,
are
we
any traps?
clearly didn't see the roof
Yeah,
one,
but
so
how many people use a roof entrance? I feel like a back entrance.
I would.
Your flashback was definitely Tanita telling you these two entrances.
Yeah.
But you can give me a
feel
wits and
like-
awareness right now.
Cool, I'll do that. Move these out of the way, because I definitely don't have that many dice for this.
We'll get into this
okay.
building eventually.
Three successes out of 4.
It does not appear that this one is trapped.
Okay.
You gathered that it's probably an escape route. So it is less dangerous to go out this way.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
then let's fucking go for it. I'm assuming if it's an escape route, would they have locked it? I'm just gonna try
Might
to
be a
quietly
one-way
open
lock.
it. Yeah, maybe on the outside, it's like you can't open it from the outside. I don't know. Let's just try to
You
open
could
it and
do
see.
that shit with like a credit card. I feel like I've seen those on YouTube.
Ye old Victorian
Yeah.
credit cards.
Ye old Visa.
Yeah. They only accept the old MasterCard here.
Yeah.
It is indeed not locked.
Sweet.
Uh,
Well,
As you
quietly
open the door.
get on in here and then quietly close it behind us so nobody thinks we came in.
And we are inside the building now.
If I had a radio, if I had any way of communication, I'd be like, I'm in.
I can send the bees.
Not yet. We haven't been spotted yet.
What is Prophet
Bees on standby.
doing now?
Prophet would be at the other window that is not with Imogen, also standing or sitting sentinel, eyes peering into the blackness.
All right. Is he looking toward the apartment as well?
Yeah, I think if Imogen, are you more looking like at the road?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let's have Prophet be eyes on the building.
All right. Give me a wits and awareness for Prophet.
Stress.
Okay. 3 successes.
All right.
Not the best.
Yeah, Prophet's just watching the shadow dog, just not even visible, staring out the window.
He
Imogen.
can't use willpower, right?
No,
Yeah.
because technically not a vampire.
Yeah.
Is entirely
He's just a
something
tentacly
else.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imogen, you can indeed see now. A lot of the windows in the building are like lit, and you can see sort of like the silhouette of like movement of people like coming to attention, and are sort of like running around the building now, trying to set up something.
Yikes.
This is where like telepathy or like message would have come in handy.
Yeah. I cast message.
2 tin cans with a string attached.
Right, darling.
Do you call like that?
Flashback? Question mark? Shit. the get out. Actually, we should probably have a get out signal though.
So we're going to
I don't know what we could do for that, but
flash back to Imogen in the IOU, sort of like between planning stages, and at the front door, you hear a tap 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 tap.
I open the door.
As you open the door, this massive raven is standing there, sort of like flicking its feathers, and sort of like hops back away from the door, and like in the most attempt that it can do, kind of like bows at you, and then goes back to like shaking its feathers.
So cute.
Hello there. I can assume this is from my aunt, yeah?
Yes.
That's what I would think, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's real cute.
as you stand there, you see the raven like cock its head again, and its wings begin to like elongate. Its legs start to begin like snapping in the opposite direction, and you see standing in front of you is this sort of like shadowy looking woman with long like dirty hair, and like cracks her neck, and she looks up at you and says, "Your aunt has sent me." Just cocks her head.
Oh, all right. And you are. What can I call you?
I am a friend. Your aunt has made a bargain. I am to help you with something.
I want to sense the
I think
unseen.
Yes.
Go for it.
No, I want to scry the soul.
Go for it.
1 rouse check. That's an 8.
Nice.
So this is intelligence and aspects versus composure and subterfuge.
All right.
You can also continue. I didn't mean to cut you off, Imogen. You can continue the conversation. I won't interrupt until after.
I don't really have anything to say other than, fuck yes, flying helper.
She says, I
Cool.
am not much for combat, but I have sharp eyes and can hide.
That's all right. I'm not much for combat either.
Excellent. Well, if you need me, simply call and I will assist.
What did you get on your Scry the Soul, Octavia?
Only 2.
That's fine, because she got a nothing. You sense that she is a Korax, which is like a werewolf, but for crows.
Korax.
A Korax.
That's cool. And can I, with my question, can it be, I just want to know if she is indeed friend or foe.
Yes, she is here to help under the guidance of Florence.
Okay.
Sorry, what was her name?
She didn't tell you. She just said, call me a friend.
But if I need to call on you for help, I need to know what name I'm calling out.
Just call for me.
And her, like, bones begin to crack again as she turns into a raven. And as she flies away, she goes, caw, caw, and just flaps them away. And we're going to cut back to Imogen, who had just noticed all of this commotion happening in the building. Did you actually call out?
I did now.
And in front of you,
yeah.
this massive raven, like, lands on the windowsill and, like, looks at you side-eyed as if to listen to what you have to say.
Could you go and take a look and see what's going on down there?
Caw! Just, like, taps and shakes her feathers and then flies off again.
Right. I
Um,
assume that's a yes.
no, that is explicitly a no.
You have quite a way with words, Imogen.
I don't speak crow.
Evelyn
poet.
and Rat,
Yes.
what you see before you is definitely what used to be like a normal apartment complex. There are like the side tables leading down this hallway, and you've sort of more or less out the like fire escape you've entered. There are several doors along the side that have been like boarded up. And you can see sort of like down at the end of the hallway is this guard who was in the front entrance is now like at the front door, like looking around as commotion is happening around him.
Guard isn't facing us.
No, he's like listening. You can see him like tilt his head like he's listening above him a bit, but is currently not looking at you.
Well, he wouldn't see us if he was looking at us anyways.
Yeah.
It's true. You're both very stealthy right now. Nigh imperceptible.
I mean,
Well,
can we just slit this guy's throat?
we could. We definitely could. I have a question.
Yes.
I have a possibly a question / a proposition for Imogen. I want to have either a flashback of William trying to find the blueprints of this house or this building, try to steal them, or sending the face of our company to try to sweet talk her way into finding out more information of the layout of this building. And then if for some reason everything goes to shit, William can be there outside being like, all right, Mom, I'm gonna go steal it because they didn't give her the intel.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
not opposed.
All right. You're not opposed? Okay.
I'm not opposed.
Right.
My one thing though is words. Or question at this time: does the Inquisition has not shown interest in the IOU, correct?
They've more or less left it alone at this point. Even when Evelyn found them like killing Alessa, no, that's not her name. Killing the Giovanni, it wasn't like they seemed to not.
They
really
haven't
pay attention.
attached us to. I worry that that at this point the IOU is not on their radar, and I don't want to be the one to put the IOU on their radar.
More so, less going to the Inquisition and being like, I'm very curious about your building, and more like
One of the
any
city planners.
like
Yeah,
like
there'd be, like,
the
public
libraries or something.
Heck
Being
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm so interested in the architecture of this building. Do you know its history? Like, is there any like?
I was told
Yeah,
that
like-
it's connected to the local sewer system. Why is
Why? Like that type of, not like, yeah.
Heck yeah.
So it wouldn't be a danger to you, and that's why I feel like Evelyn would be okay sending you because you're good at talking and not fighting.
Yeah, I can do that for sure.
All right.
Ugh.
So we cut back to another night at the public library just before it closes for the evening, as Imogen is walking through its carpeted room with all of the books and whatnot. There's a stuffy-looking librarian man in like a very tweed suit that looks very uncomfortable, sort of writing and organizing Dewey Decimal System and whatnot. And as you approach, he kind of like tilts his glasses down and says, "Yes, how may I help you?"
Oh, well, I was just wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about, I'll have like a map with me about this building here. I was thinking about, or my family was thinking about purchasing in this neighborhood, and we just wanted to know a little bit more about, the neighborhood and what it's like, and maybe anything you could tell me about it.
Yes.
Any interesting history and such.
I'm not really supposed to give out that sort of information just to anyone who walks in the door. Perhaps.
Obia. Oh, wait. I have a friendly face merit.
That's true. Do you want to roll charisma and persuasion
With friendly face.
with your friendly face?
Yes, this was
Special
correct.
Friendly face just means that it's like a. Do you want me to roll an extra dice, or it's just one less difficulty?
Give me
What
an
it
extra
says.
dice.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
Or wait, does it say
sorry.
less difficulty?
It says you have a face that reminds everyone of someone to the point where strangers are inclined to be well inclined toward you because of it. The effect doesn't fade even if you explain the mistake, leaving you at a -1 difficulty on all appropriate social-based rolls.
Oh, sick. Then yeah, go for it.
When the stranger is involved.
Yes, go
This
ahead.
merit only functions on a first meeting. Sorry, so charisma and what? Sorry?
Persuasion.
It's probably like so many dice.
Six
It is the
dice?
yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
pretty damn good.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
As the person is saying, like, yes, I'm not supposed to give that information out unless you don't tell anyone. If your family
It's only for the safety, of my family, and
Yes.
just I quite like architecture and history and such, so I was curious.
Of course. One moment, and they sort of like shuffle back, and after a few minutes, they come back with like this large dusty roll, and they roll it out and begin like very boringly explaining like this back in the 1702, this architect,
Old.
and you notice that being like an apartment complex, the rooms are very small. It almost looked like a warehouse or something like that. There are 5 floors, but only the first 4 are actually occupied. The 5th one is sort of that, like, again, nipple-shaped tower that's just sort of like an maintenance area. In the basement, it's very cramped. It's mostly for, like, storage and stuff like that. Give me a... I'll say, like, if you showed this to other people, there is a very thin wall connecting the basement of the building and what appears to be like the London Underground Railroad area.
Okay.
So while not visible on the street level, this building is actually adjacent to like the railroad track, more or less.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll pass all of that on.
All right.
Very interesting.
And also the basement is like, the basement entrance is near sort of like the main entrance of the building. It's just like one of those underneath the stairs goes down into the basement situations.
Cool.
And we're going to jump back now with Evelyn and Rat with all of that information.
Well, I suppose what we want's in the basement then?
Can't hear you.
Rat, I can't hear you. Why are you so quiet?
Probably mayhaps.
But also-
mean, there's an Inquisitor right there. I'm not going to talk about
Yeah,
it.
that's fair. Yes. I'm glad you're whispering so quiet. It was very hard to hear you. Well, and sorry, is the entrance to the basement like near where the Inquisitor is right now?
Yeah, so the Inquisitor is like in front of the
Yeah.
door, and then it's basically
Yeah.
like you enter the door, and to the left is the staircase up to the other rooms. And then you know that basically at the base of that staircase on the other...
Well, then, what I'm going to do right now, my friends, I'm not on my character sheet, I'm on William's, because I thought maybe I was going to need him, but I didn't. We're going to go ahead and use my chemistry on this Inquisitor and make him hallucinate that some evil creature is running up the stairs and he has to go and get it because he's going to devour all of his friends looking for him. But I must rouse first. And oh my god, I thought I failed, but it moved back. Thank god. I was like, and I succeeded? Cool. All right, cool. So that is an obfuscate and manipulation
versus
versus...
composure and wits.
Yes.
I'm sure that the Inquisitors aren't very composed.
I mean, he might be, I don't know. Plus 1, 2, 3. Did I do that right? Hold on, how many dice do I have in Obfuscate right now? 3. Okay, I was right. Holy fuck, I'm rolling so well today. Okay. 4, 5, 6 successes.
Jesus.
Got another 2 10s.
Wow.
So what did you want to make this illusion look like?
I think like straight up like some really obvious vampiric like what they would think a vampire in their true form would look like a super like terrifying thing that they need to kill.
Basically as a Michi with like
yeah,
demon
just
wings
like,
and shit.
And then it's just like, I'm going up the stairs. Not necessarily saying that, but just like slinking up the stairs, but like
I'm going up the stairs.
just like kind of like hissing and like going up and not being subtle at all, but like just being super
Yeah,
creepy.
just doing
and,
the hand moves is like
I'm going to kill you. Yeah. Yeah.
So Evelyn, you see
I
this.
go with TD in what we do in the shadows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
The sound coming out.
You see this very like stereotypical, probably going to be the illustration of Bram Stoker's novel when it comes out.
Yeah.
Like Nosferatu going up the stairs, just and this person like immediately turns, shotgun in hand, and takes a shot at the creature on the stairs, hitting the wall behind it. But I'm gonna say with that many successes, you can sort of like modify it to look like it got hit.
Ooh. And it runs away. Like you could, like the it's a very short like it's not supposed to be a huge, like, long, vivid, like, hallucination. It's a brief but vivid. So I feel like you see it get shot, and it's like, and then it just, like, runs up the stairs.
Yeah, and goes into the
very
shadows.
quickly. Yeah.
Awesome. You see this guy, like, chase after it now, like, reloading his shotgun and running up
All right,
the
let's
stairs.
go. Let's go. We
All right, let's
immediately,
go,
as soon
let's
as
go.
he's
Yeah,
going, we're gone. Yeah. Yeah.
Back in the stakeout house, the raven has flown away. Octavia, give me a wits and awareness.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Uh-oh.
Awareness. Less than profit, which is funny. I guess he has eyeballs that work. 3 successes.
Wow.
Robin also has, like, doggo ears.
And is
Like-
also potentially a
And
demon.
tentacles?
Yeah.
As Imogen is sort of talking to the raven, and Prophet is, like, very keenly looking out the window, sort of from deeper into the apartment where you're settled, you hear what sounds like footsteps coming down the hallway. And they are, like, stopping at each of the doors and sort of, like, banging on them a bit. And they get to yours, and you hear the doorknob, like, start to rattle as they start, like, slamming into the door. And that's where we're going to take our break.
It's the rock dude. He came in.
And we're going to be right back.
Baby.
A burb.
I've been working on my Steve cosplay, and I found the perfect piece to finish it off at the costume shop. They have wigs, costumes, contacts, and they even have a cosplay section on their website for people just like me. Head on over to thecostumeshop.com/REF tabletop tiddies to get started. That's TheCostumeshop.com, spelled ye old way. Make sure to use the code Tabletop Tiddies with double D's to get yourself $10 off at checkout. Maybe I should make a Imogen White cosplay next.
Create a sweeter day in a traditional way with Wabanaki maple syrup. Long before sugar came with the fur trade, the indigenous peoples of the First Nations harvested the savory sap from the maple trees of Canada. The tales of this savory sap with a sweet and woody flavor traveled the world, and so came the name maple syrup. The tradition was passed from generation to generation, and as the maple moon rose each spring, the harvest of nature's rich tree sap began. Today, Wabanaki Maple Syrup has created a twist on a traditional culture with their signature line of barrel-aged maple syrup products of bourbon, whiskey, and toasted oak. Proudly 100% indigenous female-owned and located on Nugukuk Tobique First Nation, Wabanaki Maple is proud to introduce you to this tradition that's shared by many peoples of the Wabanaki Confederacy. Discover a piece of history and taste our land's cultural fabric in every bottle at wabanaki.com. That's WABANAKI maple.com.
All right, so where we left off was Imogen and Evelyn, or Imogen and Octavia, who are in the apartment. Octavia, you have just heard the sound of footsteps outside of the door, and they're basically, like, banging the doors in as they go. And they've gotten to yours and are, like, rattling the door. You have, like, seconds to react.
Imogen.
I grab something heavy to hit them with, just in case.
Yeah, there's,
Whatever I
like,
try next doesn't work.
I imagine, like, old bar bed frame that's been, like, decayed and shit. So you can, like, grab one that's broken and have, like, a metal bar, basically.
It'll be rusty.
And Prophet will have arms of Ahriman ready, but won't use them unless necessary.
All right. You hear one kick at the door.
I'll move out of the way of the door.
Yeah, you sort of, like, back away.
Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna open the door.
You go up.
It's so much. Okay, but that's the way I have control, and I know when it's gonna happen, and I can like compel immediately and say freeze.
That's fair.
Don't move.
So you go up to the door between one of the kicks, and you open just as you see like someone's running forward, and they stop, and they like look at you for a moment, and
Freeze. Don't move.
Are you using compel?
Yes.
All right, charisma and dominate.
Versus intelligence resolve.
You can rouse the blood if you want, Emily, to get extra charisma dice.
Yeah, I'm aroused. I got a 6. Fuck yeah, bud.
Woo!
That's 2 extra dice?
Yeah. Does the friendly face ability help here too?
No.
Damn.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
Hey.
That's better. Oh fuck yeah! Holy shit! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 successes.
Jesus Christ. So what did you say?
I said freeze, don't move.
All right. So you see at the door, like just about to shoulder check the door, is this like leather-clad, long trench-coated individual, nicely curled mustache and short trimmed hair. You notice the one thing that you notice like immediately is a rosary around their wrist with a cross hanging off of it. And then as you look up, you see like stakes on almost like a bandolier on their chest. And they have like this high leather collar that's protecting their neck. And they were just about to grab a pistol, and they look at you, and they're just like stunned as you feel a little trickle of blood go down your forehead. I'm going to need a willpower from you, Octavia.
All right. Good
not
thing
gonna be
that
that
reset.
Yeah, it's not going to be that hard. Compel's a level 1 ability.
Yeah, 4 successes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can I say I would have stuffed like extra
Yeah,
padding
just
and,
like
and stuff, especially like as like in like my like going before I open the door. I'm like, fuck, let's get some more
Yeah,
like
just put it in there.
Chiefs clinics there.
So this target is like fully mesmerized now. What you don't notice is the person standing behind him,
Damn it!
God damn it!
who shoves his friend out of the way and is going to grab one of the stakes and attempt to hit you.
Hit him with a stick.
All right, give me a opposed. I'm gonna call this strength because it's a big old pipe. Strength and melee.
It's 1 dice.
Oh my god! Rouse the blood!
Yeah, you can rouse.
I have 1.
Can Prophet also use his tentacles now?
This is 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah, I got a 6. So
All right.
3 dice.
Yeah, give me
2 successes.
2 successes. Nice. Give me a strength and brawl from Prophet as well. See if the tentacles can get out before Imogen gets pierced.
I think with my stick, with my
damn.
pipe.
It's okay. She's been in torpor before.
Recently.
5 successes from our dear
Ow.
Prophet.
That's how much I rolled.
Damn it!
No, that's good. So as he's like whipping this stake out of his chest, pushing his off the chest piece, pushing his friend aside and like lunges at Imogen, you like parry the stake a little bit with the pipe, and these black tendril arms like smack him across the face, and he hits his head up against the door frame. Octavia, what is your intentions in this moment?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I am going to use my corrosive vitae.
Ooh.
I was gonna keep this in my back pocket, but I'm gonna use it now. I mean, I have infinite.
Feels like
amount of
you
it.
have to at this point.
Yeah. So she slices her wrist with her fangs and sucks deep, filling her mouth with blood, and she's gonna spew it at the door.
Ooh, give me a rouse check as well.
That's an 8.
Nice.
No additional skill roll is required, it says.
Ooh.
Nice.
Jesus, splatter, blood, automatic, takes. So you're just gonna like spit it at this guy's face?
Yep.
All right.
Hopefully blind him or
Yeah. So you
make
hear
him
his
go, and drop his steak.
You hear his head like smack up against the door frame, and that's where you spit the blood, and you hear just like. Luckily, his friend has been compelled so thoroughly that he's like now lying on the ground, not really doing anything.
Good job, Imogen.
Yeah.
How long does that
shit.
last?
The scene.
Yeah, it's a simple
Sweet.
command. It's like a one-word command, or one-sentence command, but has to follow it. He might be like shooken if it's like something like against his nature. Like if someone attacks him, he's not just gonna like let them fight
Kill
him.
him. Yeah.
But also they were unprepared for it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut back, meanwhile, to Evelyn and Rat. So this one Inquisitor is now booking it upstairs, calling for his mates.
All right.
One of them's gotten in.
Well, I'm gonna go and unlock the door and get the
Okay.
fuck in there quietly as he's yelling up the stairs.
All right. As you're unlocking it, Rat, give me a wits and awareness.
Ah! Alright. I can do that. Wits and awareness.
Also,
All
give
right.
me a Dex and Larceny, Evelyn.
Yeah, I'm already getting the dice ready.
It's a brand new lock.
That is 4 successes. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a willpower. I'm gonna use a willpower to use the other dice in here because.
Can I use a willpower to re-roll a hunger die, or is it just non-hunger die?
Nah, you can't re-roll hunger.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones you can't.
All right.
All right.
Got
We got
2
5
successes.
successes now.
All right, so Rat got 2 and Evelyn got 5.
Yeah.
All right. Evelyn, it is fairly heavily like deadbolted and locked at this point. You can
We're
notice
in the right. We're going the right way.
yeah, they've made it very clear that this is the
Yeah.
important part.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
was
like,
worried at first that this was gonna be a fucking prank or
Red
like,
hair.
haha, just kidding, we trapped you.
and you're sort of like going through meticulously unlocking each of them. Rat, you notice a bit of movement outside of the window, sort of like a shadow goes by, and you hear upstairs like a bit of what the Inquisitors are calling out. One of them says, hit it. One of them says, train. And one of them says doll. But you can't really piece together what the sentences are.
Hit it. Drain. Or
Train.
Train and doll.
Yeah.
And then I also want to ask if this shadow I saw moving outside, do I hear a buzzing from that same location?
You do not.
Good call.
With your 2 wits and awareness,
Yeah,
that's
true.
the information that you get.
All right.
But Evelyn, you managed to unlock the door.
Okay,
and
I'm
sort of
going
just
in.
Swing it open.
I don't even know if I'm waiting at this point for Rat to come with me. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. Like, we gotta get in and we gotta get out.
As we're walking down, I'll be like, hey, I heard them say upstairs there's a train beating doll. Well, I don't know what they were talking about, but I didn't know. Maybe they were just chasing the fake vampire, but...
Remember
I mean,
what I
that's-
told you about the train.
Yeah, the train, the underground is where this
Oh.
leads to, right?
Yeah,
See,
you know
so
that there's there's like a thin wall connecting the basement and the train.
Right.
Yeah, I've got some street smarts, but I don't necessarily have like real life smarts. So I thought train was like training.
Ooh.
So I just had a moment there, but it's fine. Let's find this
All right.
doll.
As you get the basement itself, it's like a fairly narrow staircase leading down, and again, it's sort of like tight and dusty, mostly for storage, and it is completely dark down here.
God damn it. Okay.
There's a bit of light from like the gas lanterns coming down out of the door.
Can I Would I have thought to grab a gas lantern? Can I don't want to retcon. I said I went down immediately. That's, yeah.
We'll flash back to 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. No, that's metagaming. I didn't bring one.
Yeah, because I mean, I could theoretically see, right? By boosting my
You have heightened senses.
Yeah,
There's enough
heightened
light.
sense.
Yeah,
But then,
I
like,
go-
are you fucked?
I can't see, so I'll literally look to you and go, Rat, lend me your eyes. Guide me to where we need to go.
All right. he just reaches up, touches his eyes for a second. He's like, no, she means guide.
No, I don't mean literally take out your eyes and give them to me. That would be actually useless to me right now.
So you activate heightened senses, and almost like a flash, like a camera flash going off. It's like bright for a second, but then it sort of like focuses, and you can see the room now in like black and white. And you see like tables lined up on the wall with what appear to be like gadget components strewn about and like mid-work and like a half-constructed device. And as you lead Evelyn through the basement, you get to where you know that the wall is. And in front of you, sort of like pasted on the wall, appear to be 4 separate groups of what appears to be dynamite.
Oh. All right, so they were prepared for an emergency escape. Well, all right, wait.
It's good for us, isn't it?
Yeah, so, Evelyn, there's some dynamite on the wall, but...
Of course there are. The way they wouldn't
I-
want any, they wouldn't want themselves getting trapped, would they?
Yeah. Is there any kind of sign of the doll or any area that's less dusty?
Not in the immediate area. It looks as if this part of the basement has been used for either storage of like trashed devices or like component storage area. The spot in front of the wall, you can notice that it's like been cleared out basically, and it seems that somebody had been like working on the wall more or less. And it's very like you see like remnants of like chalk on the wall, as if somebody had been like doodling on it. As far as Rat is concerned, it's just like doodles.
Yeah, I mean, he can't really read, so,
Fuck.
Oh no!
Brought the best person
Hey.
in. Evelyn, you can give me a wits and awareness, please.
All right.
As you're sort of
I
like
can
in
always-
the back.
I was gonna say, like, I could always look for some kind of lamp to help my friend see.
3 successes.
Everything, it's like fairly quiet. You can still hear like muffled yells and stuff and like running around the house looking for your illusion.
Yes.
But there's a faint noise that you hear, and you can't quite make it out, but it seems to be like coming closer to you. It's very quiet, but you hear almost like a hissing noise move past you on the right side near the wall.
Rat,
Yeah,
do you hear that? Look,
did I?
look to the right side of the room. Is there anything peculiar over there? Or anything moving? I heard a hissing noise.
I swear if there's another snake.
I only bring Sarah in for the snakes.
Yeah.
I fucking forgot about that. That's good.
You look, Rat, and as Evelyn says that, you see like almost like a pulsing light moving along the wall. And Evelyn, you can also see just like faintly, almost like a tiny little dot of light appearing. And as you follow it and look at the wall, you see that it spreads out and is attached to the fuses of the dynamite.
Oh, God.
Each of you give me a dex and athletics then as you run away.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm on
Rat.
this house.
I'm I mean, are you?
Hold on, I need to count out my dice.
Kinda going to
That's
shit,
right.
guys.
And then athletics. Okay.
We knew this was going to be chaotic.
Yeah.
Okay, 1. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright,
Yeah, okay, that's
that's
fine.
fine.
1. Yeah, never mind. 5 successes. I was like, no, the other ones were my hunger dice. I can't re-roll those. That's fine. So yeah, 5. I
7.
was like, I want
7
all of them to be
successes?
Seven
successes.
successes.
Jesus.
Rat. His brain just turns into like, what is that? Its brain turns into the meme.
Oh yeah, the
from-
calculating
is it-
meme.
Yeah,
Except
the
it's all just
calculating
scribbles
meme.
because you don't know what the
It's
fuck
all
they are.
just scribbles because you can't read.
All right, so Evelyn got 5 and Rat got 7. Rat, you basically like sprint and scurry as far back as you can back to the staircase. And Evelyn, you kind of like get bumped a little bit.
I can't see, so.
Yeah, and you
Checks
like
out.
listen to Rat's movements and manage to like also do a little bit of a nos scurry as the explosion or as the fuses and a bright light fills the room as the dynamite explodes. Evelyn, you take 2 points of superficial damage as the
right.
heat from the explosion like singes your skin a bit. Rat, you manage to completely avoid all damage as you like hide behind another stone wall. And the explosion itself isn't like massive. It seems to be like precise more than like super destructive. And you hear the rocks of the wall crumble. And as you sort of lie there from the explosion recovering, you hear footsteps now coming from upstairs, rushing downward.
Well, we should go through the hole in the wall, maybe, to hide or something. I don't know, maybe.
So, cause I had heightened senses on.
Oh,
because
God, you're fucking probably super blind now,
Just
huh?
wanted to check in.
I specifically, again, because of your role, I'm going to say because you didn't take any damage and because you managed to get behind another wall, I think the flash of light was not enough to blind you.
Okay.
Okay.
If you had rolled a 6, however,
Well, totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
man.
the 2 of you are going through
That one
wall.
dice.
Yeah,
I-
through the wall.
I think what I want to do is I want to get through the wall, and then I want to activate even though I already have Unseen Passage, I think I just want to like hide behind the wall, activate Cloak of Shadows.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Because I want to look for this fucking doll. I don't want to leave yet.
Yeah.
We're going to cut back to the stakeout house where acid has just been spilled on this guy's face. He is going to pull out a knife and just start like wildly swinging as he's trying to like wipe acid off of his face and like diving at you, basically, Imogen.
Did I hit him with my stick?
You can again try to smack him with your stick. So give me a strength and melee again. What is your intentions, Octavia? As
I
well
rolled a
as Prof.
7.
Nice.
On my 1 dice.
You did it.
I thought you roused, didn't you?
Oh yeah, you rouse, so you have 2 more dice to roll.
You get to keep rolling
whole
for
scene.
with those for the rest of the scene.
Hey, that's another success. A 7 and an 8.
Nice. Wait, I have to check. I'm pretty sure you get 2 extra dice when you rouse.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's 2, yeah.
Yeah, so you should be rolling 3 dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Octavia, what are you up to?
1 was a 4.
I'm going to take out a vial from my pouch and crush an ant inside it and down it. And as I back up against the wall, I'm going to start crawling out of danger.
Nice. You're just like crawling to the top of the wall of this apartment.
Yes.
Do you have to roll for that? A rouse or anything?
I have to.
Intelligence, blood sorcery, difficulty of 1.
Yes.
You
so
basically
I do
just have
do
to
rouse.
utterly, dramatically fail this roll.
Yeah. No, 3 successes. So
All right.
good.
No problem. And what's Prophet up to?
Prophet's going to use his tentacles to try and like crush this man's ankle.
Nice.
No running for you.
No running. All right, give me a strength and melee for profit as well. And then I will narrate all of the things that are happening at once. That sounds like a lot of dice that you're rolling. for
Strength and
profit.
what? Sorry?
Melee. Or no, sorry. Yeah, melee.
Can it be brawl?
Or brawl, yeah. I don't know why I said melee. I was like, yeah, melee is
he
like
doesn't
punching
have an
things.
item in his hand.
The tentacles are that item.
Yeah. I had so many dice. Damn it. 3.
All right. So as he's like wiping the acid, Octavia like downs this potion and just like scurries up the side of the wall. Imogen, once again, you like hit his hand, and the dagger like gets flung to the side.
Nice.
As these like tentacles like writhe along the ground, grab his ankle and begin to like crush them. And you hear a slight crack, but nothing too damaging.
Sorry.
Damn it!
You know, if you left and you wanted to forget about us, that you could just do that then.
You hear him say, "James, you fool, get up!"
He's gonna stay where he is. Don't worry about him.
And you see he like one hand with the dagger. He's going to reach onto his belt, and he grabs what sort of looks like one of those cylinder cryptic puzzles, and he's going to attempt to twist it.
Flashback.
We're flashing back.
Before the heist began, as we were all sitting in this apartment, Octavia is going over all of the knowledge that she had and like objects that she had crafted for the Inquisition. Now, something that you must keep your eyes out for looks like a cylinder of sorts. It has a knob on either end, and if this is activated, it is a light bomb. Will create a cacophony of brilliant light in the space and does significant damage to your eyes as vampires.
And we will flash back
Close
to
your
this.
eyes.
I closed my eyes.
All right.
I'm like, what do you want me to do with that? I don't know.
Like, so I'm fucked?
Is what you're saying.
You immediately upon seeing him like crack this thing, recognize what it is and shut your eyes. And I'm going to need a this is going to be a weird one that we've never done before. A stamina. And let's do athletics, I guess. Stamina and athletics.
Hey, I have like 3 fucking dots in stamina.
Nice.
There you go.
I'm not in athletics.
Is this just for Imogen?
You're on
Is that
the
an 8 or a 3? That's an 8.
wall, right? I'm gonna say you give me one as well.
I got 3 successes.
You got 3 successes.
A 10, an 8, and a 7.
Nice.
I'm gonna fail this probably. 1.
1 success. As this goes off, you hear like this strange whirring from inside of it, and like almost like a glass cracking. And Imogen, as your eyes are shut, you feel your skin like searing and burning. As you take 2 points of superficial damage. Octavia, you take 3 points.
Ow.
As
2, you said?
2, yes.
Okay.
Wait,
I mean,
how much?
not
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it feels like, I don't know if any of you have been out in the sun since you have been kindred. I imagine Imogen maybe out of curiosity poked her head out. It feels like the sun is burning your skin as this thing goes off. When you open your eyes, Imogen, you see that the man is no longer standing in the doorway and is sort of like pulling his friend down the hallway with a gun like leaning up against his shoulder as he's like holding his friend.
Compel that guy. Stop. Stop. Stay. Freeze. All of the above.
All right. Give me... This one will definitely... I think he's a little prepared this time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Do I still get my rouse?
Yep.
Yeah.
My rouse dice for this?
So charisma and dominate.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Manifesting!
Come on.
One of them went.
Manifesting!
1, 2. 5 successes.
He does not.
3 of them were 7s.
Nice. As you say
Not
that,
stopping.
he's like wiping his face again, and he looks at you, and he says, "Never!" And he's going to take a shot at you.
I duck.
All right, give me a dex and athletics.
Dex and athletics.
I mean, dodging bullets is
That's
pretty
what-
hard.
Yeah. That's fair.
Nice. I go 1 success.
You
One lonely 6.
as you're like,
The other one was a 1.
luckily you
Way worse.
succeeded. Because if you get a 1 on a hunger and fail the roll, then you go basically frenzy. So as you like
Eat him.
peek out of the door and like look at him and try to compel him again, you feel the blood trickle down once more, and then you hear a loud crack as the gun goes off, and you're hit in the shoulder, and you're going to take 2 more points of superficial damage as this bullet is now lodged in your shoulder.
I'm fucked.
Prophet had his tendrils around this man's ankles. Can he try and pull him back to us?
So here's the thing. Prophet is almost entirely made of shadows. So when the light went off, all of the like tendrils that were around him basically dissipated. Prophet is now the arms have basically like disappeared because they're a power of shadow, but Prophet can chase after him if he wishes.
Yeah, he's a hunting dog. He's good at that. Let's
right.
do it.
He's going
He'll
to
use his own jaws on the ankle this time. Let's go for the gun.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
The dick. No.
All right, so Prophet's gonna like jump and try to grab the gun.
Yeah, or like go
The
for the
hand,
hands
yeah.
so that he can't shoot anymore.
All right,
To hopefully
that's
help
good-
Imogen.
good-
give
good
me
thinking.
a strength and brawl again.
5 successes.
Jesus. So as Imogen, you get shot and you hear the barking of Prophet as he like bounds past you, leaps up in the air, and this guy pushes his friend into the approaching dog. Now Prophet does bite on to the body that was pushed into him, but you almost see them like collide in midair and like spin a little bit, and Prophet is now like tumbling with the guy that had been thrown at him with his jaw like clamped on his arm, and you hear like bone crunching underneath the dog's jaws. And we're
Oh
going-
man, I should have added lethal body. That's always active. Damn it. Next
Flashback to 2 seconds ago.
Okay, next time.
Evelyn and Rat, at this point,
Yeah.
Rat is basically like leading you through this tunnel. But as you break through the door, you do see light. There is actually a train sort of building up speed, and it's in this like domed tube, more or less. And the train itself actually has lights. Like every car has lights in it. And you see just like scurrying like ants are these Inquisitors on the train itself that is beginning to move down the tracks.
Okay. Interesting.
They're
Well, I
on the
activated.
train?
They're on. So there's more of them coming this way. Is basically what you're saying.
There's some coming. You heard them downstairs. You don't know if they're coming into the basement or.
But you said there was more on the train.
Yeah, there's a few of them on the train. You notice about 4 of them moving around on the train.
Okay, so that's 4 more on the train versus however many were inside coming after us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so plus 4 more
Oh boy.
on train.
We are in a pickle.
Yeah.
There was no sign of the doll in there. There was no sign of the doll, was there?
It's tough to.
Rat.
Not in the basement, no.
Fuck.
Fuck.
All right. Awesome.
Oh my Jesus.
Guys, I'm stressed.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's building.
Do
It's
we want to just
building
say
up speed.
fuck it and just like run back into the building, or
I mean, we have unseen passage on, unless it stopped because of the explosion, but that wasn't us. That's a DM. That's a storyteller question. Would that have deactivated?
Is the train stopping or is?
No. Is unseen passage still active?
Oh
Because
no,
the
you
explosion
didn't cause
was not
any.
us.
You didn't. Yeah, you didn't cause any sound, so your
Okay.
unseen passage is
So
still.
technically, if we went back in and they were in there, they can't see us unless we knock shit over or stab someone.
yeah.
Just for
So
shits
we
and
should
giggles,
just-
give me a. Each of you give me a wits and awareness.
Cool.
See how much more of this
Kelly!
area you see. I gave you a lot of wits and awareness. What do you?
I know.
3 successes.
Give me a sec. I gotta remember how this works.
Yours is.
Yeah, I figured it out now. We're getting there.
All right, that's 2 successes.
You. And Evelyn got 3.
Yes.
With 3 successes,
Die.
you don't really notice anything. Like the train's not moving that fast. It's like it's just building up speed.
Yeah.
And you can see that the Inquisitors are basically like moving around the train, preparing for takeoff, more or less. And you hear one of them call out to another one, if you put your body in front of that thing, and you go down before it does. And you see one of them like nod and rush to one of the cars in the train.
Is there something else going on?
Go down before it does.
No, like, is there another one of us on the train?
What does that mean, Kelly?
I mean, you would know what you're here for.
As
Okay.
in, you die before they take the doll, essentially, is the vibe I'm getting. So the doll is on the train?
And yeah, Octavia, more or less, like, because of the premonition from last episode, Octavia knows how important the Inquisitors value this doll. And I would say that Evelyn is smart enough to piece together that someone is being told to basically stand in front of it and die before it's taken.
All right, I guess we're jumping on a moving train, eh?
All right. Let's do it.
You're gonna rush up.
Unseen passage, baby. They can't see me.
All right, give me a stealth and dexterity from each of you.
Thank God.
Stealth and
Finally,
dexterity.
some more
this
dice.
is like a fuck ton of dice. I'm ready for this. I don't actually know if I have enough dice for this. I need. Okay, I do.
Oh my God.
Please.
You know what? Let's go ahead. We are already a lot. We're going to go ahead and use a willpower and reroll 3 of the dice that didn't do it.
All right.
Just to see. Just for shits and giggles.
How tricky this is. But I feel like I got it, but I don't know.
It's more or
I'm
less to
not
see if you
familiar
make
with
noise getting
vampires.
onto the train.
That is a giant 8 successes.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, so then I will not roll willpower because I got 8 as well.
Jesus.
Sweet!
Like shadows.
God.
You basically like cut off the caboose and jump on the back without
I
even.
literally got like 5 nines.
Jesus. And
I
as
love
you
that.
sort of like latch onto the caboose, you see through the hole in the wall. Inquisitors carrying gas lamps are basically rushing out, trying to like make the train before it gets away. But you see in front of them, it almost seems like darkness reappears as this massive humanoid-sized ball of feathers blocks their path, and one hand just slashes out at one of them and pushes them back in. And you see it turn towards you as one of its wings is clipped with a shotgun.
No!
And it is going to attempt to run down the tunnel in the opposite direction that the train is going. And you just see it like holding its arm, which is kind of like limply hanging by its side.
Fuck. Okay. While this is happening, because I guess there's nothing in here preventing me from just like sneaking in and trying to steal fucking
just
shit, right?
Slipping in through a window.
Yeah. Because while a commotion is happening, I'm kind of like, this is the perfect time for me to go and just fucking steal the doll. And then the guy who's supposed to die on it is like, oh, fuck! Like, what?
Yeah, you basically see that the caboose is almost like a passenger train. It's a very nicely lit, adorned passenger train. And then just through the next window, you spot, like, you can't really see it from this distance, but it seemed like more ratty, and you see standing sort of at the window is an Inquisitor. He's facing like not towards the window, but almost like back to the wall of the train, looking out, and you can't really see past him at this point.
That's the only way in.
I mean, you can jump on the top of the train and go classic Western.
I mean,
Let's do that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's do
we
that.
have to get in somehow. Are we just hopping in through a ceiling vent? Like, what's our plan here?
There's multiple carts in this. We can see which one is more available to us.
I mean, we know that this one has the doll in, so I just feel like going guns blazing.
Well, it's like the caboose is the passenger train, and then the next car is the one that you see the person standing there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
let's just
hop along
Hop
the top.
on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Like,
Easy.
I'm also whispering to myself, could really, really do with some bees right about now.
You both easily hop up. The train is picking up speed now, but you manage to like jump up to the top of it and start running towards the next car.
Okay.
And it is like it's like
Right.
as the walls are like speeding past you.
Well, we're on it. So wherever they're going with this fucking
We're
thing,
on it.
we're going.
Rat, you're just getting like buffeted by Evelyn's massive hair blowing in the wind.
Yeah. I also want to say
Glorious.
that its once finely combed hair is now just completally disheveled.
Just frayed. Yeah.
Yeah.
From that
the 5
dynamite.
hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like floating around.
So are you gonna try to? So is your intention to hop to the next train and like find a ceiling entrance, or are you
Yeah.
gonna like hop
Yeah,
down to the connector?
that would be
My
ideal.
question, are we like going in through the transition joining between carts?
If there's
I
a
feel-
ceiling entrance, that would be ideal. If not, we'll have to go through one of those.
Yeah.
So let's just go to the one
Or
we
we
need
could do
to.
a cool swing in through the side and like burst through one of the windows.
Stealth! I don't want to die!
Thought you had experience with breaking through windows.
I do. I just know these are very dangerous men, and we don't want to alert them that we are
I mean,
here.
going
They're all
through a ceiling, it will also alert them. Either
not
way,
if we're
I
quiet.
think.
Do you remember we have our powers activated? They cannot see us unless we make a huge racket. I'm like, rat. Focus.
Yes, and we drop from the fucking
No, they won't.
ceiling.
They're not supposed. We're supposed to like how unseen passage works. It's like as long as we are not like making a bunch of fucking noise, the user can. We can't like be actively observed.
Yeah, they literally don't get a
Okay.
chance to notice you unless they have like massive auspex or something.
Which they're human ass
Okay,
humans, so
if
they
we just
don't have
drop
that.
in from the ceiling.
They're human
we
ass
can
I'll
just
still make
grab
you
this
roll
doll and
quietly.
Jump out.
Yeah, I will have to roll stealth regardless because
Yeah.
I could be like, whoops, I fucking trip and fall on my face and make a
Shit,
huge
and
clatter.
accidentally jump on a.
Yeah. So I just want to just
T-set.
if Storyteller is there an opening on the ceiling.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
I just rolled.
That's fair.
So you would have to go either through the connector or go to like the next one and connect, or you could like peek over the side and open up like one of the side windows and sneak.
I like
into
that. Let's do
like
that.
that.
That's one of
Yeah.
the ones that the guy with the gun is not near. I want to get like
Yeah.
away from him and just kind of sneak behind everybody and then just get the fuck out.
All right, give me another dex and stealth to try to open it without him noticing it. This will be like past him a little bit because they've like basically
Yeah.
built like this barricade and stuff.
I believe in you.
6?
Nice.
How's 6?
Over the noise of the train now on the tracks, you manage to open up the sliding door and like bend your body in such a way that you like carefully land. You are now in what appears to be like a workshop car.
Okay.
There's like strange devices and like weird arcane sigils on all of these like stone slabs, and there's like mechanical stuff is in addition to like all of these what appear to be like almost occult runes.
Okay.
And sort of like in this case made out of like metal and like thick looking glass is indeed the Marguerite doll, and standing in front of it, sort of like very stressed out now, looking around, gun ready, is this Inquisitor.
Is the case locked? I'm assuming it is.
From here, it does appear to be that there's like a padlock, like a.
Is it like behind the dude, or is the padlock like conveniently where I can reach it?
It's like it's behind the dude. He's like, there's about a foot between him and where the padlock is.
There's a foot between him.
Yeah.
Could I?
Very close.
It's very close.
I'm sorry, half a meter. So I forgot we were in London.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm like, could I just like slip past that? A foot is enough to get hands in.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like,
Easy.
I'm gonna try to unlock it and just take it and then
Alright.
leave. Because
Give her.
I'm not touching him. He's not looking at me. I'm right there.
I
what
will
is-
say their rat is it's just like leaning over the side just in case anything happens.
Nice.
So that way, yeah, distraction
It's
time could
ready.
be super happy. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Cool. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, as Evelyn is slowly reaching in
Like
to
the
pick this
slow
lock,
reach.
Octavia, Imogen, and Prophet. Prophet is now like on the ground, like mauling this person basically, as this other guy is like backing away down the hallway, gun ready. He's got like this revolver, so you don't know how many shots he has left, but he's going to like he's like holding it at the ready in case you pop out again. What are y'all's intentions?
Can Prophet leave this one that wasn't moving and continue to his main target?
Yes. Give me a charisma and animal, Ken.
Octavia?
Yeah. Just to see how trained in this moment of combat Prophet will be.
4 successes.
All right. Kind of wants to keep biting this guy, but like unclamps and like turns and starts like growl and walk slowly. His like red eyes are sort of glowing in the darkness of this hallway as he walks forward towards this guy.
And he can attack?
Yep. You want
Okay,
to lunge?
and this time he will use his lethal body ability to add more damage
All right.
Heck
to
yeah.
these mortals. 2 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Holy fuck. You see Imogen just sort of like peeking around, Prophet like bound, and almost like smoke billows behind Prophet, almost like throwing something through a fog cloud. And this guy, one hand with the gun and another hand with a dagger, tries to swipe, but it's knocked, and he almost like hits himself in the forehead with the butt of the knife. As Prophet just like leaps into him, clamps down on his acided face, and just starts like whipping his head down as he like is paws on his shoulder trying to push the guy to the ground, but the guy's like still stumbling backwards, basically getting his face mauled at this point. Just like wildly swinging this gun and knife. And you can see in front of you, just like lying down at this point, is the other Inquisitor like getting up. And you can kind of tell he's starting to like piece things together, what's going on.
No. Lie down.
Are you gonna attempt?
Stay there.
Are you gonna attempt to compel him again?
Yes.
Go for charisma and dominate. I believe it gets harder as you try to do it on someone again.
It's okay. You have a million
willpower.
dice. Yeah.
Go for it.
6 successes.
Fuck. He like looks up at you, and he's like on his knees, and you hear his like wrist kind of crack a little bit when he tries to put pressure on it. And he's just about, he like barely gets an opportunity to like reach for anything as you say this, and he's like, oh, all right, and just sort of like lies down. Give me another willpower, Octavia.
Oh boy.
So good.
Again, you basically have to critically fail this to want to eat.
Don't
Imogen.
say that.
Stares into camera.
How many successes? No.
I have no successes and a 1 on my hunger dice.
Kelly! You jinxed it!
No!
And I can't willpower.
You can't willpower. You're sort of like clinging to the wall, and you hear this commotion happen, but it all sort of like fades for a moment.
Don't look at me! The buzzing of bees and the bees come and take us.
You hear
Bees!
Flashback! You just hear like the sounds of calling fade. As you hear, oh my god, I think I might have the perfect one for this. One sec.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it'll play, but we've got Octavia is super angry. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
That's it. It's my turn to feed.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh god.
The most delicious smell you have ever smelled fills this room as your sire just like blacks out your mind. Imogen.
Hey, Obeah.
I'm going to need you to give me Dex and Athletics as Octavia is leaping off of the wall to pounce at you.
I've never
One success.
failed like this before.
Give me a luckily fucking Octavia's weak as shit. Give me a strength and brawl with 2 additional dice.
Me?
Yeah. Because Vanessa has taken over.
Okay. I have no brawl. What was the other one? Strength?
Strength. We have 1 strength.
1 dice.
Roll 3 dice.
Plus 2 because of my sire. Wow.
It's just gonna be you 2 slapping each other a little bit.
2 successes.
You manage to clamp down on Imogen. Imogen, you just have enough time to like push Octavia's face away from any vital veins or anything as she like clamps down on the shoulder that has a bullet in it and like pushes you down to the ground, and you're like now struggling with this feral Octavia on top of you.
Hey, Obeah.
All right.
I failed my rouse.
Let's
For that to work.
Let's play.
Everybody's hungry.
Hey, Shane's back.
Jesus Christ.
You can't starve yourself. You need to eat.
She's so nice.
So nice in the middle of this, getting mauled by your friend.
Hold on,
Oh
I
my
need
God.
2 hunger dice now. Do I get my rouse on everything or nah? The extra dice.
What do you mean?
It's the same scene, so if you're rolling charisma, you would still have it, or whatever
I'm
you
not.
have roused.
I'm not. It was yeah okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can now rouse again to get extra composure if you wish.
1 success. I'm gonna use a willpower.
All right.
3 successes against a difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Restores a number of superficial willpower equal to roll.
Reading rules.
Fucking Googling shit.
Does it actually not work? Now that I'm actually
trying to
reading it
think,
as
like,
well?
in the middle of a
Does it-
frenzy, I think basically Octavia's goal is to at least fill 1 hunger. And I think regardless, because she hasn't lost all of her willpower. I will say that it
Can
has...
I compel her to stop?
I'll say that it has calmed the beast, so Octavia basically doesn't get the extra dice now.
Okay.
But you are still in a frenzy until you feed.
On the stunned person.
I mean, right now, Imogen is the most delicious thing in the room. Because Octavia, you got a little bit of that blood. And you
the bullet.
and like you can't remember why you haven't eaten Imogen yet. It is delicious. You just want more of it.
Girl, you tasty.
Smell a
And
stench so
A snack.
revolting. Just the building, the dead animals. The hunger is gone.
so yeah, what is Imogen? You sense that like Octavia is a bit weaker now because of your Obeah, but she is still like frenzying at this point. So what is y'all intents?
I compel her to calm the fuck down?
You can
Does it work
attempt
like
to,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
As you do
Calm the fuck down.
that, give me another strength and brawl.
Me?
Yeah,
Me?
which is now just
One dice.
Because your action is basically to try to compel, which means that you are not able to like defend at this point.
0.
0. You're just like, again, just 2 slap fighting at this point. Just 2. How'd your compel go, Imogen?
I only got 2 successes.
All right. Give me a wits and resolve, Octavia.
It's intelligence and resolve. Actually, fuck, that's probably better for her.
Is it?
It says I have intelligence and resolve written down.
Oh, I have written as wits and resolve.
I mean,
They're the
whichever
same
one
for
works.
me, so it doesn't matter.
All right, same for you. Doesn't
But I
matter.
really don't like to be controlled, so I have a lot of dice in this.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Yeah. You still. You
4,
really want to.
sorry.
You just really
Holy
want to eat
shit.
Imogen. Luckily, Prophet and the Inquisitor right now are still combating. So I'm gonna need a strength and brawl from Prophet as well.
Oh my goodness.
So
Fuck.
So much is
happening.
going on.
Guy's probably gonna die.
2 10s again, Prophet.
Oh, Christ.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes that time.
Yeah, you just hear like a sickening like splorch and crunch as this guy basically gets his like neck broken and then like severed open as Prophet is just like shaking his head back and forth. Slap, 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 slap.
Fuck.
Evelyn and Rat.
Hi.
Evelyn, you were just about to try to unlock this lock. Give me
Yeah.
a Dex and Larceny to see how that goes.
All right. Get this other dice out of the way. Actually, let's rouse. What am I at? What am I at for hunger right now? I'm only at 2. Let's rouse the blood.
All right.
See if I can add 2 more. This seems very important. So, we passed, my dudes.
Nice.
We passed.
Everything's going great, y'all.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. There's a lot of successes. I just need to count them. Hold on. 7.
7 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. As you hear like the clattering of the train, you hear like people doing calls and whatnot, trying to figure out why the other 4 haven't shown up yet. This one Inquisitor is like on edge and like looking around, and you can see him like very, very much keenly aware of his surroundings, except for immediately back behind him, where you were just like slowly slipping your hand in, and like in a swift moment, the padlock just snaps off. And the way that it opens is actually from the top. So you can sort of like lift
wonderful.
the top
So
up.
I don't open the door and bump him. Sweet. Love that. Cool. Love that.
And immediately when you open it, you feel sort of that like draw that you had felt in the carnival before. It wasn't there, and you get the impression that the actual casing was preventing this power from being used. But the moment you open it, you feel like a part of yourself is just being pulled towards the doll.
Well, I gotta fucking take it, because we need to get the fucking soul for Marguerite, so I'm gonna take it. I'm just trying to, like, focus up.
All right.
Do
So you
it.
sort of like reach in. I'm not going to make you roll again because you've gotten like a million stealth and
Yeah.
you're basically
Fair.
like not even there at this point. And you like reach in and grab the head of the doll and slowly pull it up. And there's like a stand, kind of like a minifig stand holding it up. And you slowly get it up, and you are now holding the sort of cracked old sun-stained doll of Marguerite.
Cool. I have a coat on. Can I stick her in my coat and get the fuck out of here?
You could probably like fit it in your hair as well, and it'll just stay.
It's somewhere. I have
Yeah.
many places to put this thing. And we would have come prepared, so I might even have a bag or something
Yeah.
that I can put it in.
Like a
we
side
would've-
satchel you
we're-
can
We
shove
knew
in.
we were coming here for this. So.
Flashback to buying a satchel.
Or, yeah. Octavia, make
One
me a
of my
bag.
many bags,
There we go, yeah. There we go, cool. Yeah, now I want to leave the same way I came in, through that window. Well, before I go, can I place one of my bloodstones on, like, a contraption here so we can find out where
Ooh.
they're going?
Yeah, you can kind of just like slap it under something and hide it.
Yeah, cool. That would be great.
And you
And
go,
then I'm gone.
you go
That's
back
why-
to the
that's
window
what-
where Rat is. The two
Yeah.
of you just like tandem, like get back up on. And you are now standing on this like speeding train.
And then I think we just jump off because we don't
Yeah,
want to
let's
be near them.
Let's just
Nice.
duck and roll off the end of this train.
Yeah.
You
Super dramatic, and I fucking love it.
you both leap off of the train and roll as you land, and both are just like hero pose standing in the train as it speeds off into the
And
distance.
as it goes away, and they think they got away, but just kidding, you don't have your doll anymore. That guy is super dead. That guy is gonna get fucking murdered for. His boss literally said, "You die before they take it," and he's still alive. So
Probably gonna be dead at some point.
Uh-oh.
that's why I was gonna put it on him, and I'm like, he's gonna die. I'm not gonna put it on him.
And you guys have successfully gotten the doll. Now, back to the matter at hand. I'm gonna do
What matter?
another round of
We're doing fine.
this crazed vampire attempting to eat you, Imogen. What are you going to
I
do?
don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, what's happening? What do I have to do?
What do you want to do?
You could try to compel me again.
You also have an attempt at just pushing her off you.
Yeah.
Because I have 0 of any of those.
So does
kinda
she.
things.
You're both the weakest.
Yeah, I punch her.
You're gonna punch her? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch her.
Ow.
Both of you give me a strength and athletics, or strength and brawl from Imogen and strength and athletics from Octavia.
Fuck, that's -1 hunger dice that I've got. I rolled a 6.
All right.
I got a 1 too. I got 1 success.
So you kind of like you're like holding her back with one arm and you swing, but her head moves as it tries to like duck into your neck. But you're both just so equally weak that it's just softly pushing
I
up
had
against
older
each other.
and younger brothers. I'm sure I could throw a punch.
It's mostly the weight of Octavia's dress at this point, if I'm being honest.
That's fair.
The other man is dead.
He's currently being like eaten by Prophet, more or less.
Cool.
Okay.
The one next to you is like has been told to lie on the ground quietly and mind his own business.
Have a timeout.
Yeah.
But so Prophet's like not done dealing with that person.
He is currently eating him, and you are not in any state to issue commands at this point.
I feel like he would know to help me,
All
but
right. Give
that's
me a
fair.
charisma and animal kin.
If he's a well-trained dog, he would know.
He's
would
also
No, he's my
He's
guide
also a
dog.
ghoul
He's a
who
chaos
also is
demon.
the
eating.
goodest boy.
But he's eating, and I feel like
Yeah.
when ghouls and vampires are eating,
Yeah.
3
common
successes.
sense,
He's
not as much.
Yeah, he's pretty obsessed with this.
Okay.
He's
Dang
basically
it.
gone into frenzy as well.
Yeah.
Give me another strength and athletics, Imogen, and or strength and brawl, Imogen, and strength and athletics.
I got 1 success again.
1 success with my 1 die.
Just the
Just
weakest.
fucking,
Imogen,
just the most tied of ties.
as you're like holding Octavia at bay, holy shit.
This is bad.
She like
Oh
is
shit.
she's like diving towards you, and like you're pushing her back a bit, and in a flash, you see something smack her on the side of the head, and just cracks, and you hear a crunch as like blood sprays.
Ooh.
Octavia, you take 4 superficial damage as Amber smacks you across the face with a
Bees.
No,
cricket
this
bat.
isn't Bee-Lady.
Ow.
Oh, this is Amber.
So I'm at
this is
2
Scrappy
I'm really
Lady.
excited.
aggravated now, 3 non-aggravated.
Oh.
Nice.
I am not doing
Fuck.
good.
And you see a hand reach down for you, Imogen. She says, "Let's get out of here."
Yeah. Good idea.
And she will pick you up and begin like she'll step over the guy that's like just lying there, and starts running
Don't worry
you down
about him.
the
He's
hall.
fine.
And you look back and you see Octavia kind of like reset her jaw and like dive next to Prophet and just starts devouring this guy on the floor.
She shouldn't be doing that. She's not gonna.
She's not going to be very happy about that.
And we're going to cut ahead to the main room of the IOU. It is currently deserted. All of you are off doing your heists and recovering from your frenzies. And we see a carriage stop at the entrance, and a well-dressed individual, nicely combed hair, and a very expensive-looking petticoat walks up to the entrance of the IOU, holding a fairly large-looking package, nicely wrapped with a bow, sort of a maroon-colored velvet case to the box. And on the front, written in Braille, it says, "To Octavia, love the Lees."
It's going to be his head, isn't it?
Head.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Fucking love it.
Thus concluding Many Roads Converging.
Yay!
Yay! What a heist, y'all.
What a chapter.
Oh my gosh!
That was chaotic as fuck, and I was
Ooh,
in
boy.
it.
I
was
had
into
no
it.
idea how that was going to go, but I loved every moment of it.
I didn't, but that's fine. Shall I do some housekeeping?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
The easiest way to support these titties is to become a patron at patreon.com/tabletop tiddies. Got lots of cool stuff up there, including some poetry by Imogen White, which I worked really hard on. So
Ew.
please become a patron just to read it. You can check out our merch at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. And we've got a sale going on right now. Everything.
Everything is on sale.
Everything's
All of
on
the
sale,
things.
and we've got some awesome
Everything.
spoopy titty merch as well. That is.
You've noticed we've changed our profile picture on all of our social media, and it is spooky, and it is an orange nat 1, which is the spookiest of spooky dice.
Biggest of rolls.
You can now wear that all over your body.
All over.
So-
every part of your body.
You should definitely do it.
Everywhere.
And it provides
Everywhere.
+2
Just buy
protection against
stickers.
vampires.
Buy
Yeah.
all the stickers and put on everything. On social media, you can follow us at Tabletop Tiddies, and if you tweet using hashtag #TTTiddies, Kelly might name an NPC for you in the show, or Sharp might name an NPC after you in the other show. Speaking of our other show, our D&D stream Into the Revelia streams on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. PST. One day I'll get these times right. And then this is our other stream. All this information can be found on our website, which is www.tabletoptiddies.com. Every time I'm saying titties, it's with double D's.
And next
Thank
week
you so-
we
and
are going
thank
to
you, Sarah,
be.
for being here.
Yes, thank you, Sarah.
Yes, Sarah. Would you like to promote anything since you are
Have anything
technically a
to plug?
guest?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would love to promote stuff. I mean, as always, you can find me here on Tuesday nights with our campaign Into the Revelia, where I play Wilmer Adamith Mayanus III. I'd also encourage you folks to check out, we are launching our social media for the musical that I have written called The Girl Next Door. We're launching
very
it in
good.
a month, but follow it now. It's The Girl Next Door musical basically everywhere. So that's the @ that you can find us on. I'm also going to be launching another podcast, which I thought would be launched by now, but isn't launched by now. But we
Such
will
is the podcast
enter
life.
Yeah.
that into later into the edit because I can't find the name of it.
New project.
Yeah, new project. Who it is?
Go follow
Project
Sarah on
RTM.
social media.
Yeah, Sara Mayfield, Sarah Cupcakes.
Yeah. It's all below you. Also, next week on Wednesday, we are going to be joined by friend of the stream, Haley, who played Wilmer's
Sia.
sister, Sierra, in Wild Well Trials. And we'll be Sans Emily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I say why I'm not here?
Yeah, do it.
I'll plug that. I'm in a show. I'm in a theater show.
Yay!
Hey.
Back. But it is getting live streamed on next Thursday and next Friday. If you're missing some live musical theater in your life, all of us, that's how we all met, is through theater school. I will put the link in the chat if you want to check that out. We also have a silent auction going on right now. If you want to support some local Vancouver theater. I don't know how many of our viewers are local to Vancouver, but it's
Pretty
awesome that
specific.
you can stream it, which is, I think, super cool.
Yeah.
It is a celebration of Align Entertainment's first 10 shows that they've done. So it's going to be lots of fun. I'm in a couple numbers. Yep.
Almost went Imogen there for a sec. Awesome. I think that's it. I think we did it. I'm going to send everyone to Ink and Lyre, who seem to be playing Candlekeep Mysteries. Say hi. Give them love.
D&D.
Yay. All right.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye.